Welcome to Sodo Creations, where we make your imagination a reality. Happy 4th of July. Today is the 4th of July as we're speaking. I was contemplating whether or not to put out a video because I know by the time I post this, it will be past 4th of July because I usually post on Sundays. So I was contemplating, but then I decided to go ahead and post. If this is your first time tuning in, welcome. We are Sodo Creations. We decorate for various events, and I decided to show you how I do like a little arch without the top. Some of you know you can find a balloon arch that's pretty much rounded, and it's easy to just put the balloons through. This time, because I don't have anything top heavy, I'm gonna use my two poles that are from Walmart. These are the lamp posts. You've seen me use this for my columns, for several other designs. We're going to use that to create this balloon garland. I don't have any plans for the 4th of July. Tell me what you did for the 4th in the comments below. I'd love to know what you guys were up to. But we did some work at the furniture store, and I thought, let me just do a balloon garland because I do have the balloons, as you can see. So we'll put this together. I'll show you how to put the foil balloons together to create the starburst. Of course, we want all the starburst. We want all the fireworks and everything. But I appreciate you guys for being here and for watching. Let's get on with the video. So we have our balloons already inflated. I'm going to put clusters together. Again, this is more of a color block, which means that we have clusters of the same color. Then we separate. You can create designs that are just a mix of color, but I like these color blocks. You want to put that through the pole. I'm doing in the opposite way so you guys can see how I do it. Once it's in, you can twist the balloons on the other side so everything stays in place, but you want to make sure that the balloons go through that pole to the middle of where you have your twist on the garland. So I have the 3 colors on that left side, and we're going to do the same here on the right. And you see me contemplating here because I was thinking I would do the same color, but I end up not doing it that way once I attach. So I'm just going to go ahead and move on with what I'm doing and just make it work that way. And it turned out fine, especially when you start adding your filler balloons and your starburst balloons. It just looks fine. Again, these balloons were used for another event, and I'm just doing this for the YouTube tutorial so you guys can see how you can create that arch without necessarily having the arch backdrop, and also the starburst tutorial, how you put those together, because there is a technique to that. So now we have our next set of balloons. We're going to put that towards the top, and it's okay if it goes above your pole. So I have that piece that fell. We're just going to attach that and then twist that larger 17-inch balloon in to make it fit the garland. Again, this is an organic balloon garland, so it doesn't have to be completely straight. It's okay if some balloons are further out than others. That is part of the design. Plus, when we add everything else, you'll see how it all works together. Again, doing the same thing on that right side, attaching our balloons, forming the cluster first. I find that it's easier to just make your clusters and then put that on. Another thing you can do is put one cluster at a time and twist them on. You also want to push down to minimize some of the gaps on the pole so you don't see the pole. So I just push down just to minimize the gaps. So now we are done with that part. I want the top to be white so that I can add more things to the garland. You'll see that further on, but I have this here. I added another set of white so that it gives me that nice arch. So I'm going to attach that piece onto the red, and then we have the red here that is going to go there. I need a chair for this. Trying to adjust the balloons, but of course, you know, you can always make adjustments to your balloons. They don't always have to be perfect because balloons are pretty, they work with you. You can see how I'm twisting it around, and I will continue to adjust it as we go. So the pole is kind of bending over. These poles are weighted on the bottom because they are lamp posts, so it's easy to twist them around and make adjustments as needed. So we have this and it's pretty set like that, and I'm happy with how it looks so far. Now we are just going to go ahead and start putting some of our filler balloons. I have half a 260Q. I'm going to tie it on one end, and the other end I'll tie on the other filler balloon. And with this, you can just wrap it around one of your balloons. This works really well when you have the bigger balloons that the rubber bands can't go around. I have some foil balloons. I have this heart flag, but I didn't like this for this tutorial. So what I want to do is go with the regular flag and just put that on the white part of the garland. So we're going to get that inflated. The best tool to use for the foil balloons is the handheld pump. I ordered one. You can see it on my right there. It actually comes in a pack of 2. I had some help here with the Starburst parts, so he helped me inflate those and he's bringing them to me. But I ordered the handheld pump, brought it in, and I put it together, and the air was coming out of the side instead of into the balloon. So I couldn't use that. I'm using my other pump that's for the 260Q to inflate the foil balloons. And I also use my regular pump as well. But you do want a handheld pump. So once you have it inflated, we want to hide that part that you inflate from. So I'm just taping that to the back. And then I'm going to show you how I put together the Starburst balloons. So we're tying them in pairs first. Once you tie the pairs together, then you're going to go ahead and start twisting them together. There is a technique in tying them because you need some space, but I'll show you a closer up when I get to the blue balloons so that you guys can really see what I'm talking about when it comes to twisting. You're supposed to have 12 of each, so you have 6 pairs that you twist together. I have an extra one there. For some reason, I had an extra one of the blue and another one of the red. But once you have that, you're going to twist them all together, making sure that it goes all the way through so you don't lose any in case you're trying to install them on the backdrop. They don't come apart. So that's pretty much what you do. I have half a 260Q here. I'm going to tie that around it. Then I'll use the other end to attach it to the backdrop. So that's pretty much how you install. Since I have my white and the blue there, I'm just going to put the red in between so that it creates that accent and is visible. You can really see the Starburst instead of putting it directly on the red. So I'm coming close here to show you how I tie that. The smaller ones are shorter on the end, so it's harder to tie, but that is the knot you want, and you want to make sure the knot is pretty tight because it can come loose, and that's how much space you need to leave. Trust the process. If you make it too tight to the base, it'll be harder to twist and you end up popping balloons when you're trying to twist it all in place. So I'm tying all those pieces, and this is how you twist it. You can see how loose it is at first, but once you add one at a time, eventually it'll get tight enough and just kind of squeeze through. Another thing is it doesn't matter what size Starburst, because these pieces come in different sizes. You're still going to do the same process because the base is bigger. So as you twist them in, it'll get tighter and it'll fit how you need it to fit. So that's the last piece here. You can see that I'm trying gently. You're not squeezing the balloon. You're just sliding it gently through until you have it all installed. Now I have a rubber band. You're going to slide that through till you get to the other side, and that's how you install. So pretty much similar to when you're putting your filler balloons on your backdrop. So there we have it. We have that between the white and the red. Now I'm inflating the silver Starburst balloon. The silver is a bit bigger than the other one, so I'm going ahead and using my regular pump to tie those in together so that we can put it as well. I'll show you how I twist those as well so that you can see the difference between the bigger pieces and this and the smaller ones. The other colors are smaller than this silver. I wanted to add a couple more of one more of the blue and one more of the red. So I'm inflating that with my pump that I used to inflate the 260Q. So putting the pairs together here. Once I have all the pairs attached, then I'm going to go ahead and just twist them as we did before, but I will show you how I twist the silver one coming up here shortly, but the red is going to just create an accent. Another option is not using all 12. So if you don't want as many spikes on your Starburst, you can just do fewer of the balloons. So you can see where I'm twisting that. The tails for the bigger Starburst, this silver, are a little bit longer, so they're easier to tie together. You just want to make sure that you actually create that knot. And you can see here when you first twist it, my arm goes through. It's pretty flimsy, but you want to keep twisting it. Like I said, keep twisting and adding on. We have a couple more. See, it's getting tight already because obviously the base is tighter than before, but just keep twisting, and there you have it. Now I have a 260Q. I just tied that loop, put that through, and then I have like a bigger rubber band pretty much. Now I have this sticky double-sided tape. This is a heavy-duty double-sided tape. I have it linked on my Amazon storefront. I like this better than the glue dot because it's really, really thick. That's the piece coming off the back there. You just pull, cut, and then you use it. We're going to use that to attach our flag onto the backdrop so that it holds it quite in place. So I'm going to tie a big piece there, and then I'm going to cut that in half. You don't need very much. These are very, very sticky. So I'm going to put the end that I taped to the back, and I'm trying here to just figure out where exactly I want it to go. And I try to use one hand to take the tape off, and I end up having to put the flag down to install that in place. So I'm just peeling that back. Then we're going to put that piece of the flag. I have the other piece of tape in my other hand. So once that's on, then I'm going to figure out what point of the balloon I'm going to put the sticky tape. Then we're going to take that off and hold it in place. Now we have the two other Starburst color that we inflated. I'm going to put this one right here. And we're going to put our blue towards the bottom, I believe. We're using a rubber band here. Just slide that through to the middle, and then you're going to install that right where you want it to go. I'm readjusting some of my filler balloons. Now we're moving on to the flag. I don't like the fact that the flag is going down. I'll adjust that shortly. But before you guys leave, don't forget to subscribe, like the video, share, check out the other videos. We would love to have you here with us and continue to watch some of our tutorials. So I have more filler balloons that I'm adding on. Put in the comments below if there's specific videos you'd like to watch. I would love to work on those for you. At first, I wasn't going to put this silver balloon, but I decided to add that to the side there. And it worked well. So it kind of creates that nice even look. I get a little piece of the tape as well, just to lift that up more because I didn't like the fact that the flag was hanging down. So I'm going to put that in the back there, and then we should be done. I'll show you my pictures that I took to try to create some kind of a thumbnail that I couldn't figure out where I was pointing on the flag, but you'll see that coming up. Again, thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you for all your kind words. Thank you for all the support. Be blessed, and we're thankful for our freedom.